Welcome to Patagonia. We're in southern Argentina. We're in the town of El Calafate here, on the shores of Lago Argentino. Today we're going to be flying west, just to where the Andes start here, right to the foot of the Perito Moreno Glacier. We're going to land on the glacier itself. Hopefully the winds of the Andes won't be too strong. We'll be able to land on the glacier, take some photographs from the glacier itself, and then circle back around to the town. Makes a nice little day trip, faster by airplane than car. We've got ourselves a Cessna 172 fitted with skis, and so I'm glad you passengers could join us today. So that's our aircraft there, the Cessna 172. It's fitted with skis. Although it doesn't look like we're going to need the skis right here, trust me, by the time we get to where we're going, we will. Let's just get the aircraft set up, put our parking brake on, get the aircraft started. Talk to the tower here. Let them know where we're going.
Ground Cessna Charlie, Delta Bravo 420, ready to taxi west departure.
Cessna Charlie, Delta Bravo 420 taxi, to and hold short of runway 25 using taxiway Charlie Alpha cross runway 25. Contact tower on 119.905 when ready.
119? That's what?
Taxi to and hold short runway 25 via taxiway Charlie Alpha cross runway 25 Cessna 420.
Let's taxi out now. Want to make sure everyone's got their seatbelts on. Parking brake's coming off. Let's roll. Well, let's get our clearance from the tower now.
Tower Cessna Charlie, Delta Bravo 420, ready at runway 25 departure to the west.
Cessna Charlie, Delta Bravo 420 altimeter 29.9 wind 251 at 9er. West departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 25.
Cleared for takeoff runway 25 Cessna 420.
Alright, we've got our clearance. Clear to take off. Let's go.
Continue for west departure.
Now we're up in the sky here, we're cruising. That's the town of El Calafate there below us. Flying west, just above the town. And Lago Argentino on the right. Or the Silver Lake, if you will. Further to the west there, you can see the start of the Andes. That's where we're headed. A lot of Patagonia looks like this. The idea of Patagonia is always the Andes, but the reality of Patagonia is these dusty little towns. Then there's tourism, and there's some activity, but not much. You can see the river there brings some green to the city, but most of Patagonia It's pretty done. There's definitely lakes, good fishing for trout, hills to climb, but not much to look at until you get to the mountains. It's like if you had a flyover state, except it's much, much larger than any state. It's fly over several states. Government subsidizes the cost of fuel, so people can still get around here. Now as we get over here, we're gonna just configure our GPS just so we can see the terrain. Just keep a watch on those mountains. We know where they are, but this helps us just plot our course through the hills so that when we get to the mountains in the distance, we'll be able to take the right track right into the foot of the glacier. Now we're getting to the Andes. You can see the terrain changes quite a bit here. Off to the right, you can see the road that you could take from the town of El Calafate all the way to the glacier. That's a popular tourist trip. That's the glacier right in front of us there. Be a few more minutes. Getting into landing position soon. See, there's the road, follows the foot of the mountain. It's a whole day trip if you take it from the town itself, but we can do it by airplane here just in the afternoon. Let's get ready to start our landing. Turn off the autopilot. Get ready. And as we approach the glacier, you can see that the ice sheet itself extends right into the lake. Now we have to be careful we're not landing on the lake itself, but on the glacier where it's sitting on top of solid land. We can see that on the GPS, over the black section there, that's where the blue, we're over the lake. And as we continue on, we'll be over the ice sheet itself that's sitting on the land. The mountains are forested on either side. We have to make sure that we land on the left side of the glacier, so we have lots of maneuvering room. Because the snow and the ice, it can be a bit unsteady even with the skis. And so if we have to turn, we can come about and have lots of space to make a long landing or a touch and go if we have to. With all that white, it can be deceptive on the eyes. You never know exactly when you're going to touch down. It's not like touching down on a normal runway. Let's set full mixture. as we descend. We're getting down to about 3,000 feet now. First degree of flaps, give us some drag. We're approaching the solid land under the ice sheet as we get past the lake. Set the additional flaps. We want to make this as short of a landing as possible when we come down. Start to drop the throttle off. As we just get past the lake, just about now. It's hard to tell, but the GPS tells us. Once we get past the blue, and we're over solid ground. Icy, solid ground. Keep most of the glacier to our right, so we've got room to turn. Want everyone to hold on to something, make sure those seat belts are on. And we're down. Got those skis doing their ski thing. And come around a bit here. And there we are. Now if y'all want to climb out, take your photos, I'll be right here. Alright, time to head back. Let's get rolling. We're going to be hitting some headwinds as we come into the mountains here. So just want to make sure everyone's seatbelts are on. Hang on. Positive rate of climb. Oh yeah, there's that wind. Fight it. Let's get that climb. Get that climb. Hope y'all like roller coasters. Here comes some wind. Won't be so bad once we're clear of the mountains. Then we'll just have a nice little tailwind. Just about back now. Is that? Make sure we got our landing clearance. Before we enter final approach. Wait to hear from the tower now.
Cessna 420, wind 251 at 10. Cleared to land runway 25.
Cleared to land runway 25, Cessna 420.
And we're clear to land. And we're on final approach. Clearance from the tower to land straight in. Let's get you folks home. Full flaps, full mixture. Well, 3/4 flaps, full mixture. Nice long runway. Runway for days. Seatbelts on. Hold on to something. I don't actually have a license. Hey, we're down.
Cessna 420, exit runway when able.
Welcome back to El Calafate. I want to thank you all for flying with me today.
Cessna 420, turn next taxiway.